Hi everyone, got a green bit of something. This is actually a crotch piece, or a lower crotch piece, whether you can see on the top. So it's the bit of the crotch just underneath where they join, or where they sprout. So it could be quite an interesting one, and it's dead green. It was only growing 2 weeks ago, so we'll see how we go. What a wobbly old thing. It's very wet. I think it's definitely beech, looking at the red in it. Oh, that squeaking is really good, isn't it? I know what it is. realised I marked it for a mortise, not a tenon, which is not that much use really. Some interesting grain in it. Very big knot there. It's gonna actually, that's the edge of the bark, isn't it? I'm gonna have to get rid of that because that's gonna just fall off when it dries out. Do that now. One more pass, isn't that what we always say? One more pass and it'll be perfect. And then it's one more pass. Better. Right, I'm going to do some sanding on this, and I'll bring you back when it's ready to put some of the finish on the outside. Alright, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Some interesting grain on this. Being a crotchy piece, you can see some branchy pieces come in here and here, look. So that will be the foot, but obviously I'll take the tenon off when I've finished doing the inside. I've been really not well this week, so apologies for the slightly late video. It's just been a cold, so nothing serious, just annoying really. But it's really knocked me out. Even my little girl's been off with it as well, and that's quite unusual for her. I probably ought to twice turn it, but I'm really interested in the warping. I really like to see the warping, as long as I can get it thin enough and it doesn't crack, or at least crack too much. It becomes part of the bowl and part of the character and the nature in it, I think. If you are liking the video though, please hit the like button, it really helps out. And subscribe too. It'd be good to have you aboard. Building up a really nice community now. It's going to be really interesting when it dries out. Right, let's turn it round. I'm pretty sure it's beech. If you think it's not beech and you know differently, please let me know in the comments. I'm not brilliant at identifying things. I'm actually thinking I'm probably not going to bother with the tailstock because it's probably famous last words. Right, how are we doing? A couple of little catches there because I wasn't concentrating on what I was doing. A great big catch, so it's going to be an awful lot shallower than it was going to be a minute ago. Oh, the joys of wood turning on camera. I'm going to have to take that right off. Right, let's see if I can clean up the edge and it'll just have to be a shallow bowl. What a blimmin' disaster. Well, you get all the warts and all on this channel, that's for sure. Let's see if I can make something out of it at least. I think the problem with this is that there are so many really bizarre changes of grain direction that I'm having trouble hanging on to everything. Let's see if we can do something with the edge. How's that? Other than needing sanding again. And I've had to recut the outside. I'm going to sand it again, and then I'll bring you back again. When I started doing these videos, or when I decided to start doing these videos, I said to myself that I was going to do them warts and all, because the reality is that it's really easy to bugger it up on these things, and everybody does it. It doesn't matter how good you are, how many bowls you've turned, or anything. Some days you just have blanks that don't behave like you think they're going to, because every piece of wood is different, or the grain runs in different direction. Obviously, no piece of wood is the same. You can even turn a piece of wood out of the same tree, even out of the same slice of a tree, and it's completely different. So with all of my videos, I'm afraid you get the crappy bits as well, because I think it's important to realise that we're all human and we all make mistakes. I was rushing it. That's one of the reasons that I did it. Big catch, put a big chunk in the side. It was getting to a nice thickness. There wasn't a lot of meat left in it, and one tiny lapse of concentration and the whole thing could explode. And I think actually I got away with it quite well. But let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like seeing the bits that go wrong, or are you just interested in seeing the perfect ones? Because I can remember watching turning videos when I was getting started doing this and being incredibly intimidated by really everything that I watched, because nobody seemed to make any mistakes. Of course, all they did was edit them out, because we can do that easily. I've even seen normal workshop type woodwork videos even, where you can tell quite easily that the pieces of wood they're using were not the pieces of wood they were using 2 minutes ago. And I think we should all be honest about the mistakes we make, because it's impossible to learn anything without making a mistake. You only ever learn from making a mistake. You can try your best to avoid them by watching other people's mistakes and learning from it, but sooner or later you're going to have to deal with it yourself. It's just the way it is. So anyway, we have a slightly shallower bowl than we started off with. We've managed to turn I've managed to turn an enormous piece of wood into an awful lot of shavings and not a lot of bowl. It's still nice though. It's sort of a good sized cereal bowl. The really weird red colours coming out of this. It's quite weird at the moment. It's going to be interesting as it dries off. We'll see how it goes. But I might not turn more beech wet. I've got given a load of interesting wood by my local woodman who delivers our firewood, and I shall try and get some more interesting pieces off him. Right, let's take this tenon off and hope that doesn't go disastrously wrong. Caught it! That was a bit risky considering my work today. Thanks for watching the slight disaster video, but you've got to keep yourself honest in these things. No cutting out the gory bits for me. It's going to dry out, warp like crazy, and be probably quite weird, but that's the first green thing I've ever turned, and it might be the last. I don't know. We'll see how we go. There's some really weird colours coming through when as it dries out. That's actually smooth. It looks like it's cut, but it's not. So in one of my next videos I'll show you, or later videos I'll show you what it ends up looking like. It's actually quite thin. You can see the light through it, look. Interesting. Wow. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. It'd be good to have you aboard, as I keep saying. And I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.